Hello, guys.
Hello.
Today is a different kind of start the class because the university have a little bit of problem with the energy, and today we are going to give a different way to start the class with a wonderful topic is energy in our planet. Do you remember last Sunday we started something about our our planet. Do you know, Alexander?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. The goal that I have prepared for all of you is a student will be able to understand meaning from context and using new vocabulary to complete the text. Okay. The topic that are going to start to study is listening to a PowerPoint lecture discussing personal energy use. I want to widen. Okay, here. Let's study and discuss the question below. Remember that this class is completely in English and also is very 100% participative. And I would like Alexandra try to answer this question. Look at the photo and read the caption, then discuss the question. Alexandra, couldn't you see the letters, Alexandra? What kind of energy or fuel do you see on these pages?
Okay, electric energy.
Uh-huh. What
We
else?
have also how can I say that? I forgot about water.
Uh-huh. Water energy. Do you consider
Mm-hmm.
water is
But no, it's a kind of energy.
uh-huh.
No,
What kind of energy can we get from the water?
I don't know.
Ah,
Hydroelectric.
electrical water from water. Yeah.
Okay.
Hydroelectric. Hydroelectric. Is that
Hydroelectrical. Okay.
hydroelectrical? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. What other kind of energy do you know?
We have nuclear,
Nuclear,
thermal,
and
and solar energy.
uh-huh. And here in Nicaragua, do you know any place that produce renewable energy?
We have San Jacinto Tate with thermal energy.
San Jacinto is
Also,
close from my
Yeah,
town.
is the electric.
It's electrical and also what about eolical energy? Uh-huh.
Yeah,
we have in Rivas.
in
In Rivas,
Rivas, in Rivas.
exactly. There are
If I can understand.
different kinds of point of energy. In this case, in Rivas is eolical energy and also the energy that produce our earth, geothermal energy, and also hydroelectrical energy. How many students are here in this class? Alondra, Katia, Belinda.
12, teacher.
12, just 12. Okay.
Yes.
Tomás, how is our energy use affecting the environment?
Well, I believe that, the regular electric that we use, in this case would be the non-renewable energy affect us in the environment. It causes pollution. It also affects the nature.
The nature, okay.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thanks. Belinda, are you here? Belinda? Belinda, are you here? Okay, thanks, Belinda. Can you give me an example of renewable energy? Belinda, are you here? Or maybe some of you, we need to be clear in this case of about the topic that we are studying. We need to know something about our different kind of natural resources. Renewable energy is one of the aspects that are very important in our country because maybe the environment had been destroying because the people are destroying our natural resources. And we need to know how to use in a good way in order to protect our planet. Not only Nicaragua, but also the whole world, okay? So the idea is that you can give me, if one of you know about renewable energy, will be better that you give me your opinion, okay? In this case, Tomas said something about
For example, teacher, we have a solar energy.
solar energy, exactly. It's renewable. What else? How can we get energy from the sun, Javiera? Javiera,
We can use solar panels for solar energy. Also, we
Sorry,
have wind
teacher,
energy.
I have issues.
Okay, but how can we get energy from the sun?
With using panel solar is when we use it. For
Exactly.
example, in this company, TikTok, when I go to Managua, I saw a lot of panel solar, then they use it to use less electrical energy and pay less to the company.
Yes, of course. It is cheaper than electrical or geothermal energy. Do you know this? Yes, it's very, very expensive, our geothermal energy that it produce with different kind of instrument of elements. But renewable energy is not only protect our planet, but also is cheaper because protect our pocket. And you know that? Okay. How much of the world's production of non-renewable energy come from oil? Who of you can tell me this about energy from oil? Can you mention me? Who of you? Alexandra?
It's,
Manuel?
I think it's the 29%.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
29% is coming from
the
oil.
oil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you mention me some of these kind of elements that are produced by oil?
Who? Time of.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say?
My question is, if you know any kind of product that is produced by
Yes, sure.
uh-huh.
The I don't say how to say that. The gas, what the car use?
Uh-huh. The gasoline.
Yeah,
Gasoline.
the
Yeah.
gas. Yes.
Gasoline. Okay. What else?
Also, the gas what we use to cook in our kitchen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And also this government use for the electrical energy.
Yeah. What else? Do you know any other ideas?
No.
Any other ideas? What about propane gas? Propane gas that is used in a kitchen.
Javiera says that.
Javier said about that.
Yeah.
Propane. What else? Do you consider in Nicaragua is produced gas from plane? For plane? Huh?
I don't know, could be.
Maybe. Maybe. Okay. The last question is about how much of the world's production of renewable energy comes from wind power? Do you know this? Maybe a cipher about this. I don't know if in the world is produced more than 30% or 50% that come from the winds. What do you think? It's on a speculation. Just tell me a cipher. Alexandra?
It's about green power, sister.
Green power,
And
no, 20%.
in Nicaragua is, I thought most of the countries doesn't use because it's more expensive. So that's the reason that in this country we don't use a lot.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's a presumption, maybe. Do you know something about green effects? Alexandra? Do you know something about green effects?
I know, but I know what is in Spanish. In English, I don't know how I can translate that.
But
This
it's
I
something that we
think
suffer.
we're suffering right now.
Our atmosphere is suffering something when there are a lot of factories producing something maybe negative or a negative impact to our atmospheres. And
Yes, it's the contamination that we have.
the contamination, yeah, pollution.
Yeah, I mean,
And do you know something about this? Or if any of you know something about the green effects in our country, about maybe the smoke that is produced by different kind of factories here in Nicaragua that cause pollution to our atmosphere, and the effects that produce this smoke in our population is a little bit damaged. Maybe to our skin, maybe to our lungs, or maybe
Cancer still, teacher.
cancer. Yeah, cancer is one of the effects that produce the smoke in our atmospheres.
Also, the heat is more heat than several years ago.
Do you know something more about that, Javiera? No?
No.
No. Okay. But different kind of illnesses are produced by these effects, a green effect in our country. Not only in our country, but also around the world. But I don't know if you know something about Mexico. Mexico all the time is surrounded by a black atmosphere because there are a lot of smoke that are produced by different kind of factories, and the effect that suffer most of the people is very, very terrible for their health. The health is a little bit problematic, but most of the people go to the doctor office or maybe to the hospital suffering with different kind of illness in their lungs, their skin, produce different kind of effects that are very terrible and damaging for different kind of people. Okay, let's continue. We have here fossil fuels and the environment. renewable forms of energy. We have here a grizzly bear and her cubs, or cubs, I don't know, walk along on a oil pipeline in Prudhoe Bay, Alaska. Our use of fossil fuel is impacting the environment in a variety of ways. Here we can observe in this imagine when turbines at Middelgrunden wind park in Copenhagen, Denmark, provide a renewable form of energy. Many countries are using renewable form of energy such as wind, hydroelectric, and solar power. This is some kind of example of renewable energy. Javiera, can you read please our increasing demand for energy in this chart?
Okay, teacher. The world is hungry for energy. Our use of coal and gas has increased by 100% since 1917. And our use of electrical has gone up by 200%. And still enough, more than 1.5 million people in the world today live without electricity. If our demand for energy doesn't change, the world's energy use could increase by another 60% by 2030.
Okay.
What we can do to save our climate and environment, we need to produce more renewable energy such as wind, solar, and hydroelectric power.
Okay. Okay, thanks. Let's continue with the second part of the class. Read and listen to the information about the process of global warming. Meaning from context. Read and listen to the information about the process of global warming. Notice the word in blue. These are words you will hear and use in lesson 8. If you can, please write down in your notebook the words in blue because you are going to use it in the next part of the class, okay? Did you get it?
Okay,
Okay, please. Okay. Our demand for fossil fuels, such as oil and natural gas, is growing. This growing need for energy causes us to burn more and more fossil fuels. Burning fossil fuels, such as coal, puts carbon into the air. Carbon dioxide or CO2 and other gases reduce the amount of heat that goes out into space. When less heat goes out into space, it means that more heat stays in the Earth's atmospheres. When more heat stays in the Earth's atmospheres, the average temperature increases, making it warmer. A significantly higher average temperature leads to climate change and changes to the weather. Climate change can have a negative impact on people's lives. For example, climate change can make it difficult to grow food on some places, definitely. This is definitely. People are starting to conserve energy by making changes that cause them to use less fuel. For example, people are buying smaller cars. Smaller cars are more efficient because they use less gas and oil. This is the cause of my car.
That's the reason that I don't have a cartridge.
No, but if you have,
That is my apport to the environment.
no, but I
Okay.
consider to have a small car is very useful. If you want to move from the point A to point B, you need to move quickly. And this is a kind of making things in a good way. because your car is too small and you have to move from the point A to B in a quickly way. You go fast along the road and you go to the university, for example, in maybe 10 or 15 minutes. It's a good way. But if you have, yeah, but if you have a big truck, maybe the amount of gas that you are going to use is increasing more, is more expensive for you. It's more expensive. And the idea is to save money, My car, for example, is too small. It's too small. Okay.
Teacher, I didn't complete. Could you repeat it about number 1, just to write the words, please?
Here,
Okay.
demand,
Yeah, give me a sec.
energy,
Okay.
carbon, reduce,
Yeah.
atmosphere, increases significantly. Empty.
Okay.
That's all. No.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Conserve and
Yes. Thank
efficient.
you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Let's move to write each word in blue from exercise A next to the definition. Okay. Alondra, are you here? You are so quiet today, Alondra. What happened with you?
Yes, sir. I just listening.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear
Okay.
you. Okay. Can you give me your answer here, please, in the number 1, to make a smaller or less? Which of these words could you imagine that is in this line?
All right. For me,
To make it smaller or less? Which of them?
okay. Reduce.
What do you think, Javiera?
Reduce, teacher.
Reduce. If I am pointing you and you can get it, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I didn't get you. Sorry.
Okay, let's move to the next. The power from oil, gas, and electricity. The power from oil, gas, and electricity is?
Carbon.
What is?
Carbon.
Carbon.
Yes.
This is the power. Can we produce fire from carbon? Did you get it? Can we produce fire from carbon? Guys?
Scroll down, teacher.
Can
I'm
we,
gonna read it.
if you start a match, for example, and can produce fire from carbon, is possible?
Oui.
It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. Oh my God. My God. Okay. Can you give me the next answer for this? The need for something. The need for something. Who do you think is the best answer?
Demand.
Demand, exactly. Demand. What about the chemical element that coal is made from? The chemical element that coal is made from?
Carbon.
Carbon produce? No.
But we use that.
Tomás, are you here? What do you consider is the best answer in this line?
I think it's carbon.
Carbon.
Yeah, it's a noun.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I agree with you. What about a strong effect on something?
Impact.
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 This is the best answer. Yeah. What about okay. Makes larger or more? What will be here the answer?
Increase.
Increase. Yes, of course.
Yes.
Importantly.
Significantly.
Significantly.
Yes, exactly. I know that. The air around the earth.
Atmosphere.
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 The atmosphere. Okay,
Atmosphere.
you got it, guys. Okay, but we have only 7 minutes. 7 minutes left to finish the class, okay? Okay, the same words in blue, we are going to use it in this part of the class. Read the article and fill in the blank with the correct form of the word in blue. Okay? We are
Okay.
okay. Let's do it in a quick way, okay? Because the
Okay,
time
teacher.
is gold and we only have 7 minutes left, okay? This
Okay,
map
teacher.
shows, okay, this map shows the amount of
Okay. Impact.
the map. Okay. This map shows the amount of
The amount.
The amount.
of demand.
Sí. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let's move to the next. Demand of another greenhouse gases that people in each country put into the
Atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
People in each country put into the atmosphere. Yeah. By burning fossil fuels, these gases have
Significantly.
significantly
Mm-hmm.
changed the water in many parts of the world. Every year, the world is using, oh my God, just 6 minutes.
More
Energy.
Every year, the world is using more energy, especially from fossil fuels like gas and oil. Some countries like China and India don't use much energy, but they're
Reduce.
no, for energy, no.
Increase.
No.
No. Es demand. No.
Increase.
Increase.
Yes. B. Yes, because where energy is growing.
There
Increases.
increases for energy
Yes.
is growing.
Their demand. Demand.
The demand for energy. Okay, yeah. This is the demand for energy is growing. The demand is the correct answer right there. In fact, each year as they become more modern. What will be here the answer? In fact, each year is
Reduce.
We use
Who has another idea? Let's see.
is not true.
In fact, each year as they become more modern.
Increase, teacher.
Increase.
Yeah, I know. This is the right answer. Increase. There are two important ways that countries can the amount of energy they use.
Reduce.
Conserve.
Exactly,
Reduce.
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 They can reduce
I
the amount of energy they use. One
do not
way countries can
conserve energy.
is by developing,
Conserve.
what will be?
Conserve. Conserve.
Conserve,
Mm-hmm. Conserve.
conserve. One way countries can conserve energy is by the, exactly, this is the right answer, Alexandra. The other way
Okay.
countries can use less energy is by manufacturing more cars that use less fuel, smaller cars.
Efficient.
Efficient cars. Yeah. Efficient cars. Efficient cars that use less fuels. In countries work harder to decrease the amount of carbon they produce. It will have a positive
Impact.
impact on the Earth, on the
Mm-hmm.
Earth's climate and weather. Okay.
That's it.
I consider this class has been a little bit active. And the idea is that you can participate, and you have been participating actively in my class. On the spy, this class was through the computer, through the online computer.
Yeah.
But you have been participating actively, and I'm going to say thanks for participating in my class. We only have 1 minute left, or a little bit more. Maybe your baby. We will see next Sunday if it is God's willing. Okay.
Yeah.
We have finished the class. We have finished the class.
Okay, sir.
Thank you
you very much.
for joining me. Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
So-
I see you
Okay.
next Sunday. Take care.
Teacher,
Okay. Bye bye.
teacher, I'm sorry. So the class